Okay, I'm Jeffrey Barber, and my colleague Olga Panasova. We're going to be facilitating this meeting. We're both part of this project, Don't Waste Our Earth. And this webinar is called Plastics in Fashion, Exploring the Impacts of Synthetic Materials in Fashion. And as I say, this is part of a project called Don't Waste Our Earth. And this Pathways Through the Plastic Crisis is a series of webinars looking at some of the different kinds of strategies and approaches that different people and groups are taking to deal with this plastic pollution problem. And for this webinar, we're thankful to have participants in the founder of Sustainable Fashion Consumption Network. I'm from Integrated Strategies Forum, Olga's from Eco Accord, and we're all part of the European Eco Forum. So this is our website, and here's the complicated link to that, which we'll send around so it's easier. And basically, we got started in this because of this plastic crisis, which has all kinds of different dimensions, the impacts on health, on ecosystems, on climate change. There's this whole problem with recycling and the dependency that we have as individuals and as institutions on plastics. The issue about our needs and habits and the biases and our identity that's connected with this. Problems dealing with the petrochemical industry, their resistance to change, and the disinformation that is circling around. Our basic aims are to examine different actions and strategies to end plastic pollution, to identify intervention points in the cycles of plastic production, consumption, and disposal, to explore lifestyle and institutional pathways through the crisis, and to help ultimately change the systems and ways plastic is produced, consumed, and disposed. So in our Pathways for the Plastic Crisis, the webinar series, we've already done one on the Global Treaty on Plastics. We're getting ready for one on youth leadership, on sustainable living, plastics, toxics, and health, plastics in the circular economy, information and disinformation, and business and the local economy, and plastics on sustainable tourism, and today, plastics and sustainable fashion consumption. And I want to thank Katja for this wonderful poster that you sent around for us. That was so fast. I was very impressed. So we're going to get started. Our speakers are Katja Dayan, Research Associate from the University of Geneva, founder of the Sustainable Fashion Consumption Network, who's going to give an overview of how plastics is part of fashion. Then followed by Kirsi Latala, Senior Researcher at the Consumption Research Norway at the Oslo Metropolitan University, talking about microfiber pollution from laundering. And then Claudia Henninger, Reader in Fashion Marketing Management, University of Manchester, talking about the life cycle analysis of fashion materials and disposal. And finally, Natalia Kasenchak, fashion journalist and historian, and host of Fashion Stories with Natalia Kasenchak. So now I turn it over to Katja.